so this will be the Come List Me presentation, you guys. And this is with Susanne Lucas. And here we go.
All right. So Come List Me, the reason why I created this presentation is because every day I hear agents saying that they need listings, but they can't find anything. But every single day listings come on the market. So there are houses out there that are screaming, come list me. We just have to find ways to find those listings. So I started to just kind of get my head together and think about ways to find the listings that are most likely to move. And so I guess leads, a mailing list, like how would you reach out to homes and which homes do you reach out to that are most likely to move?
Right.
So one thing that I have always known, my parents are investors, and sellers sell off of logic because the time is right. When is the best time to sell your second home? Now. You know, so going after second homes, third, fourth homes, even land now, even though you can't find a builder for 2 years, they still have the need to want to sell their land at the top price. So we don't really care that the buyers can't get their homes built for 2 more years. It's still, people are still buying them, and the sellers most likely to sell is now. So, and then buyers are buying off of emotion. Why are they moving to Montana? Because it's an escape.
Mm-hmm.
They think that they've got to have a bug out. You know, that doesn't mean they're actually moving here either. They're just, they want it. They want to buy the dirt. They want to buy the home. Well, if homes are hard to sell, we're going after pretty much anything that we can find. Going after these people, second homeowners, investors, those kind of people, they only want to know one thing: how much is my home worth, and what do you think is going to happen next year, and what do you know? So we don't have a crystal ball, but I pulled this up from NAR, what the median price homes were in 2020, what the forecast was for the interest rate, and then what was the expectation for 2022. Well, I don't know about you, but these numbers are all wrong. They are so low.
Yes.
So I wouldn't even use this. This is just me showing you what they want to know.
Right.
And so when you approach a home and a seller, you know, whether it be land or a property or a commercial property, whatever the deal is, this is the step you need to have your numbers. So make sure that you're giving them the numbers, not just your sales pitch of that why you're the best agent ever.
Right.
You know, so put that I'm the best agent ever away and get them what they want. We already know you're great. And then come up with a Dream 100 list. And the Dream 100 list is, I say, your sphere of influence, because people that are your sphere are talking to people that are moving here, have family that want to from other states, and right now is the best time to get referrals.
Mm-hmm.
So creating a list of 100 possibilities of people. Now, if you're here and you don't know people, because you haven't been here long enough, or maybe you moved into a different territory, or whatever the case may be, then your Dream 100 list can be coming from a very strategic farm. Mm-hmm. So you reach out to me, I can get you a mailing list of maybe even just your area. I always say go after an avatar instead of just get me 100, you know, homes around this particular property that I sold. Well, why those? You know, I think that really being strategic and saying my avatar listing would be someone that hasn't moved in the last however many years, or my buyers that I have that are solid cash buyers need this specific type of a home. How do I find those listings that are most likely to move? And where are the parameters for that? So really think about who your Dream 100 is going to be. If it's going to be, it could also be several. You can have 500 Dream 100. You know, it could be 100 of your sphere. It could be 100 of your, you know, a couple buyers that you've got that you really want to find a place for. And then it could be just your own neighborhood, doesn't matter. But the whole idea is to have a goal, is to make sure that your people know who you are, you know, if they didn't know you already, and that whenever they get something from you, they go from going, who's this, to, oh, I think I've seen this person before, or I remember this person. And then at the very end, I do business with this person and I give this person referrals, because they're always making sure that I'm aware of what's going on in the market. And again, what's going on in the market is what they want to know. This is another funny screen, because it says 40% of the people within the who bought homes during the pandemic were in bidding wars. Well, I would put that to probably be about 99%, but this was actually a meme. And still, it's wrong. These should be like 1 million.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's way wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. And that their bidding war was up over $100,000 with caps.
Wow.
You know, I mean, it was just nuts. So really making sure that you let them know that that's not happening anymore either. You know, don't say this is what happened, and now this is what's happening. Really be saying, no, this is what was happening in the dead of summer. Now what's happening? There aren't any bidding wars. Sellers are having to price their homes at a realistic price if they want to get good offers, because there's still a lot of buyers out there, but they're not playing the game anymore.
No,
they're really not, unless you guys are seeing something different. We are not. Then the other thing is I've got a couple products that I think are really cool for when you do choose who your leads are. If you create all your past clients, you can put them in a couple of products that will work for you to try to find who the most likely to move is. So Reevaluate is a product, costs $400, and you can upload over 2,000 leads into it. And it will actually work the analytic to find the people that are most likely to move for you, send you a text and let you know that this specific address has fallen into the category of either they're finding them shopping for things that have to do with moving, or look like they're looking at other things online. I mean, we bust each other out because we're all on the internet, and these high-powered products now are looking at what people are looking at. It's creepy deepy, but it is happening, and nobody has any privacy anymore. So, but this specific product has been around since 2017, and it's an award winner with Inman, and it's already proven. So it's not something that just popped up last week and they're trying to figure it out. This is one that already gives a rate of return of over 24% of how much the product costs. So this right here is really cool. I like it. Also remembering, once you get your Dream 100 or who it is that you're going to start going after, is give them different things that are always having to do with the home. So the home report is off of our Fidelity Agent One app, and our app is free. So you're able to pull reports like this and send them. So it's easy to do. Start working one street and only do the ones, you know, if you're going off of streets or if you're going off of your list, but doing home reports for specific properties that meet your buyer's needs. I think that's a really good idea. The other thing is there's a lot of people that are moving here and renting homes for like $4,000 a month. It's ridiculous. And those tenants right there will be owners someday. So I think that it's a really good idea to grab a couple qualified tenants on some non-owner occupied homes that you know are pretty pricey, and put them in your Dream 100 list. You know, don't make them all tenants, you know, that you're all just going after buyers later, but this is just a piece of the pie that you don't want to forget about, because those people will buy when homes get available to them. So my secret sauces for this idea of finding homes that need to be listed is I have 5 scripts to use to get the sellers to be interested in wanting to talk to you as an agent. I talked earlier about having an avatar buyer come list me list.
Mhm.
So it's basically telling me the criteria of the buyers that you're working with, the ones, and I'm talking about good buyers, like the buyers that are all cash and they don't need to go get qualified. It's not going to be, you know, a big problem. Like, go after those properties. And yeah, it's a little bit harder because you're not waiting for the market, or you're not waiting for their needs to come on them unless you're going after them. You're going to be that aggressive agent that's going to go
Right.
get it. And then have a centralized place to keep your past clients and your leads, which I know, you know, you guys have a lot of great technology. We have a product called Real Geeks with Fidelity that is deals with your CRM. It's a lot like Sync, but it's like the little brother of Sync. And I know you guys are pretty familiar with Sync.
Right.
But use your CRM systematically, you know, get your database in there, make sure that you're using some time management for how you're going after these homes that need to be listed. If you want to be the listing agent, you need to work hard to be one.
Right.
Things are not popping up now like they used to as much. I mean, you could definitely still get leads, but you might want to try for those ones that are out there hiding and waiting to be asked. And then the Real Geeks program, I put this step 2, leveraging automation. I like this because the tool, it saves market activity report within the system, and it will send out owner's reports. So I showed you that owner report a couple screens back that you
Right.
create your own self on our app. But if you were to use Real Geeks, they will actually create the owner's report like a CMA, and they actually send it out to the people that are within your sphere that you upload into Sync or Real Geeks and/or Sync, whichever one. But I really like that system when you're looking for automation and you don't
Right.
have time to do it your own self. So that is pretty much it, is going through and needing help finding those homes really have to do with working with a good partner that understands what you what you can't think of. I do all the time. And so a lot of times when I meet with agents and I help them choose how to look for homes that are most likely to sell, I ask several questions before I just get you one, because I don't want to send a farm that's just junk, you
Right.
know, a bunch of houses to mail to. I really want it to be strategic and well thought out in the price range that you want, you know, because if I were wanting to be a listing agent, I would go after the homes that I want to list, not just anything.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. And I have also requested from you before, you know, a list of people that do have second homes here that people can contact. Plus, there's a lot of people that have homes that, you know, they live in Canada. And that's a big issue for them to not be able to come in, you know, and so having that second home might not be what they want anymore. So these are all great tips and nuggets. And, you know, that's what it comes down to, you guys, is just thinking, are you a listing agent? Are you a buyer's agent? Finding out, you know, that you're going to make more money listing homes and picking the homes you do want to list, you know, rather than chasing buyers and writing 15 offers, you know, for a house. So, you know, that's really what it comes down to. And Susanne was in real estate prior to, you know, being in the title business. So she knows what she's talking about. And she was really successful at it, doing that. And so taking these tips and not just, you know, watching this video, but actually taking action and doing these things so that you will see that your listing inventory is coming up. And she's right. You know, there's homes listed every day. So if you're saying that there isn't anything on the market, make a difference for that. Go after those listings. And that's what it comes down to, really. And if you're the person that's reaching out to them, helping them, and like she said, you know, don't talk about how great you are. Talk about what you're going to do for them. Show them the stats, show them what's going on, and, you know, quite possibly what their equity could be if they make that decision, you know, to sell their home. And all of us have tons and tons of buyers. You can show that to them, that's a huge, you know, you have all these buyers in this database. You have nothing to sell them. Their house would be an ideal home for all these buyers that you could put it in front of, you know, they would love that. They would love to hear that. They just don't know unless you're reaching out to them. And so you said you had some scripts that that people could use, and that would be
Yeah.
great if we could have those to share as well.
I'll send you those right now. I'm
Okay.
actually looking in to see. I have those in a PDF that I can. I'll go ahead and send it
Okay,
to you
cool.
so you can share with them. And then you can also send my contact information over. They can email me and we can set up a time to chat.
Cool. And Real Geeks is a really good resource to you guys. That's a wonderful resource. And we do use KV Core instead of Sync. We did have Sync at one time, but we noticed that more people were using KV Core than using Sync. The upgrade for the features for Sync 2 was just a lot more, you know, than what KV Core was. So we didn't keep it as one of the products that we use. But, you know, no matter what CRM you're using, you should be building your pipeline every day. That should be what you're working on, and reaching out to your sphere, like she said. You know, there's a lot of, you know, benefit to reaching out to your sphere. Not only, you know, that they would be wanting to buy or sell, but who do they know? That's really the big thing, because they're always talking. People always talk about real estate. You just have to keep your ears open, you know, and let them know that you're there. Thank you so much for sharing this, Susanne. I think it's going to be, hopefully, I know it's some things that, you know, the agents that are listing, they know these things, but this is something that, you know, agents that haven't really thought of themselves as needing to make a decision to be a listing agent, this might help them, you know, lean towards that. So I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, you are welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and end this video. Hold on just a second.
Okay.